Well, fuck!
I got that on video.
Did you really? Well,
So-
that thing's a piece of crap.
So what we're doing is he's changing the fuel filter, or at least trying to.
It's kind of stuck.
I'm finishing up the fuel system here, which mainly just involves getting this line in for return.
Of course, you get the easy part.
Yeah.
Right, no, that's not the easy part.
So I'm
Ah,
gonna
frick.
pre-bend this.
No, don't do that. I might have to return it. You're like, no, you're not. No, you're not returning it at all.
Oh yeah. Pour that shit in there. Ah, shit. I got about halfway and I took the lid off and it poured faster with the lid off. Piece of shit. Oh, it's got the safety lid thing, piece of shit. And
There's no vent is a problem.
I'm gonna put a vent. I'm gonna drill a hole in it. I'm gonna put a vent in there with JB Weld, a little bastard in there. Bastard.
The red cans get it.
Not anymore. Mine doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, they used to, which is really nice. Okay, we're not dumping fuel everywhere. That's good. I think I got a rock in my ass.
Oh, hell.
Can you imagine if you had to fill your tank up this way every time?
No. No, no, no.
No, 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 God, no, no!
No! No! Alright, let's do this.
Take the lid off now. So,
The red is probably too smart for a damn hole. Good, and
Should-
this thing, yeah, but how did you get in there?
she's making biodiesel. How?
So I think I want this on the side of my truck.
So the
now.
way I did it, I held it like this.
Okay, Grandpa. No,
Well, you know what I would have done.
no.
Yeah, it looks like beer.
The flag's the one.
It's going the distance.
It's going for the speed record.
Yeah. Son of a bitch. Good thing I'm wearing a solo jacket. I like wearing this. I have tools in my pockets and I'm wiping myself up. My shirt didn't get fucked up. I've actually been pretty good about not swearing in any of these videos.
Oh, I'm swearing this one. I don't know how I'm leaking all over the place.
Oh, you know what Grandpa's gonna watch this and be like, hey, what were you two talking about? Making fun of my Equinox. Well, you're the one that had his engine rebuilt to 36,000 miles. It'll be a behind the scenes. He's like subscribed to me, I don't even know it. I heard you talking shit about me.
And of course, the engine's not in a spot where I can prime it.
Oh, so we got 10 gallons in that. Should be enough to get you like this whole week. And then when you go to fill it, you're like, oh my god, $25 fills it. It only costs you like $30 to fill this every 2 weeks. Well, now that it's 4 cents cheaper, 20 bucks.
I wish Fred Myers had B20.
And at that price, then you get your like 30 cents off, 40 cents. You're like, hell yeah, $1.80 for fuel.
Well, then. Now I guess we'll have to go a little bit faster this time. Fuck yeah, that worked. It's draining back into the tank. Not even shitting it. It's going right back into the tank. I think there's a leak somewhere. Plug the light back in. I think it's at the end where it's not playing.
So, we're having an issue with getting fuel to flow to our pump there. And we're finding out we can get flow if the fuel line is ducked down. As soon as we hook it up, it won't flow. And now here's the problem. I'm using transmission cooler line that's got some weird bends in it. And I think because of those weird bends, it's not the fuel has to flow a certain way. It has to kind of gravity feed. And I think without those bends, it's making it difficult for us to bleed the system. So what I'm gonna do is tomorrow in the morning, I'm gonna go to the junkyard, and I'm going to get a line from a V8. This is editing Jimmy here. Just going to throw in a little random update at this point. So I've just mentioned that the transmission cooler line that I'm using has got some funky bends. So this is editing Jimmy again. I'm just gonna cut this part out here real quick. It's not the fuel line that's the problem. Not at all. It's not an issue. It's something else. Like, you know, I barely get to working on this truck and it starts pouring down rain. I got this fuel line here hooked up to the factory plastic line. I've got the factory steel line here, you know, ready to go, and I'm still not getting any fuel. I think we're gonna have to pull this out. I'm trying to kind of do a thing where we start this up like we did my truck, and we did this whole thing where it's like the same thing over again. I think this is just a bunch of horse shit. We just need to get this thing going. So I'm gonna get it level and then try and see if I can bleed the fuel system. Raindrops falling on my head. Gonna make the most of struggle. So while Adam is trying to figure out the fuel system, which even hooked up in factory manner, it still won't bleed. I'm doing this. Then we just gotta get the other fuel line off there.
Which one?
The one, the makeshift one. There's 2 zip ties, cut them off and get out of there. Yeah, look at it. It's just nasty.
This is good enough to try to
Can try.
Alright, let's do it. Forgot the banana clips.
Just stay right there. Don't go anywhere.
Excuse me, I gotta get the taste of the diesel out of my mouth! Ah! Fuck, it's on my lips. Yeah, it's giving my truck some head. Ugh.
Well, just push the goddamn button. So here's what we're having a problem with. We're having like some sort of, there's something just like pulling the fuel back. Like I don't know what it is. Like we pressurize it with the vacuum. We get fuel to fill up the filter. And then as soon as we take it out the pump, it goes right back down. Oh man, the van fucked us hard with no mercy. Here we are in the pouring rain, fighting the fuel system. The only thing stopping this from driving. The only thing. Goddamn O-ring, get off here.
It's ready to be dangling if I had fuel.
Son of a bitch. Alright, so the truck is still not running. And there it is. So anyways, we're not getting, the lift pump's not pulling fuel from the fuel tank. Since it's colder out, the fuel's colder and it's harder for it to flow. I'm thinking that it's just not going to free flow like it did in the summer. Because when I did my engine swap, I did it in the summertime and it was hot out. And I'm sure there was pressure in the fuel tank. So fuel was just flowing like crazy. At least for the gas. This time around, I couldn't get any gas out of that. And we had plenty in it. And anyways, there's this whole thing about the fuel lines. It's just a bunch of bullshit. Anyways, I'm going to put this on. I have a video on replacing this on the Cummins. So I'm going to just do this and see if we can get it to fire up. We've been fighting this thing for like pretty much the past couple of days because we can't get fuel to the engine. I go and buy a fuel pump for it, pay 55 bucks for it, put the lift pump on. Actually, I haven't put it on the engine yet, but I just hooked it up to the fuel line. As soon as I started priming it, it started pulling fuel up, no problem. Didn't even have to try, just 3 pumps and have fuel coming right up to the thing. So now I'm going to remove the old pump and install the new one and see if we can get fuel to it. If I can get fuel to it, then I can get it to start and then I can tune it. So what you're going to see is a zoomed in long distance shot of me working on this truck because I don't want to leave anything really out. But I do have a video on the fuel pump replacement of this engine. I'll put a link in the description so you can go back to that video. Sometimes I forget, so if you're like, hey, what about that video? I'm like, okay, I'll put the link in. So, well, here we go. This is our lift pump. Now on the new one, I put my thumb over here, depress this, and it should go. This isn't at all. I'm not getting any, like, anything when I prime it. There's nothing coming off of it. The new one, I got all kinds of stuff, so. Junk. And I missed. They give you plenty of gaskets too. Okay. I tightened up the thing. The only thing left on this truck now is the exhaust. That's the only thing that's pending finish. I gotta rotate the engine a tiny bit. Make sure you got yours out of gear. Which, mine's in gear. I gotta readjust the strikers, I got them just a little too tight. Now when you put a new fuel pump in, or if you have an old fuel pump, the primer needs to be firm on it. If it feels loosey-goosey, just replace the pump. In fact, when you get one of these engines, just replace the pump. Let's see if this battery's enough to turn this thing over. It should fire right up. It's got no air in the fuel. I can prime this some more. It's not going back into the tank. I think he's got a weak starter solenoid. I don't know, man. It's like, I'm like, my bad. I can crank on my engine all day long. His is like almost dead. So, what I've done is, this thing was going round, and the battery in it, I put my battery in it for my truck, and it was the same thing. This piece of shit right here. That's a lot different, huh?
runs.